Hey, 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 hey! Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So today we're going to have an unboxing for you. This is it's Mech Fans Toys, or whatever they're called, take on Skullcruncher. So we're just going to, first of all, get this bubble wrap off him, This has arrived today. Well packaged. So it's we call ourselves a Vecma here. One of these companies that likes to use a lot of different words. Vecma Studios, which is part of like I say, Mech Fans Toys used to do a lot of knockoff stuff. They still do, but they like to have different names for when they do things that are their own design. So this is one of him. This is a Head Warrior fights Super Mech Life versus I'll bite deformation into Wolfman's head. All bite trainer, Head Warrior, warrior mode, Head Warrior, Wolfman, Crocodile. So they've called, I don't know if they've just not changed the text in there from when they did Weird Wolf, but they can't have called Skullcruncher Wolfman, can they? Oh well. There's been worse third-party names. It's like, what do I put? What do I put for the title of this video? Yeah, Head Warrior. It's on the lapels of the box. Ooh, it's got to smell this. So we've got the instructions. Ziploc bag, nice to see. I buy, lots of different figures from lots of different companies, and honestly, if you're giving accessories that don't plug into your figure, Ziploc bag. They're not that expensive. Appreciated if you put them in. Oh, here we have. He's a big boy. Look at this. Oh, it's sellotaped. Let's get him out of his plastic tray. Oh yeah. I can't be the only one who smells the figures when they come out, especially if there's a smell coming off. Some kind of gun in silver. The same gun in Skullcruncher pink. A bit of tail. A bit of sword. So yeah. That sure does look like a Skullcruncher, doesn't it? Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. It's, a little bit cartoony, a little bit simple. The sculpt, but yeah, he's looking good, and that's a big legend class figure. So I've just only got really to hand is Leo Convoy from Iron Factory. So yeah, he's quite a size, really. Do more comparisons later. So yeah, he's got I say the sculpt's decent, but it's a little bit simple. A lot of Legends companies nowadays do a smaller figure with a more complex sculpt work than what we're doing here, so it's a little bit outdated. But yeah, I've always loved like Skullcruncher's little like gold face and red visors and that cherry red they've picked out the visor with. Is pretty cool. So you know, like really stands out against the rest of the greens and the I guess that's white and pink of his main design. So yeah, that's cool. So he's got stationary text specs there on his little head-on thing. He's got some hinges here at the shoulder, a ball joint so it goes all the way around, elbow joint, bicep swivel, hands are stationary, waist rotation, no ab crunch or anything like that, splits, yeah, so just ball joints to the kick out as well, thigh swivel, decent knee bend, and a little bit of a toe dance there. So he's, you know, he's very simple and he's kind of what you expect. It's cool. I just always loved Skullcruncher. You know, he was a figure that I got at Christmas when I was a child, so I've always quite liked him. He's fixing that like Decepticon goon category. Turns into the alligator or crocodile. I never remember what he's actually supposed to be. Calling him Crocodile here. I just always love that he's got very similar kind of design cues to the Dinobots, really, because you know the Dinobots quite often had that flap there in the chest, even though that was like to have Diaclone figures in, and you know the shoulders and then the big kind of legs that were mostly parts of the animals, and especially in like the arms as well. So he is almost like a Dinobot gone bad in a way. That's what I've always kind of liked him and seen him as a kid. So yeah, it's quite cool to have him in this, but I don't know if he fits in scale with any of the other figures I've got at the moment, because this is like a large legend class figure. It's probably a little bit larger than I'd expect Skullcruncher to be compared to the others. But, you know, it'll probably just live with my other Skullcrunchers. Talking of which, it's one of the ones I've got currently in robot mode. So this is Swamper Unique Toys, I believe. See, there's a little bit of differences in their... this isn't the actual configuration they designed him in, but you can kind of move bits around so you can get him in the more classic look. Different variations of the pinks and greens there. But yeah, they look kind of cool together. No red visor on this guy. But yeah, so accessory wise, so he comes with this sword. Can hold kind of this gun comes, let's say this gun comes in two different colors. So you can hold his blaster as well. See, I always like it when they give a decent sword to a Skullcruncher, because as a child I always like imagined that his tail let's just take it off, was a chainsaw. That was what he was in my childhood imagination. It's not quite a chainsaw, but you know, it's vicious looking anyway. So yeah, that's appreciated. And you can, I believe you can take this part and stow it on there. So his blaster could have that more of that Beast Wars look, where it's like part of the animal and hidden, you know, which is quite cool. So we'll just take that off. Let's leave his sword. The more traditional size companions, as we do. Here he is with Siege Sideswipe. So you say he's very big for a Legends class figure. He's almost edged up to height-wise to deluxe. Obviously, he's not got quite the bulk for it. With your Marvel Legends figure, just to get an idea, here he is with poor old Shatterstar. And your G.I. Joe's scale. Another guy, the Pirate of the Swamps himself, Zanzibar. Zanzibar looks up to a good old Skullcruncher there. He's a transformer, he does transform, so first off, head on, head off. That can do that. Let's see. No, what they've called him, what have they called him here? All bites. There'll be all bites on the night. That's his arms move as well. Do the arms move? The arms give the illusion that they could move. We kind of don't want to do that. It's Grax, wasn't it? He's a sleazy salesman or something like that in the old G1 days. So that's that. And then we'll kind of just make this up as we go along. We move, probably take this off. Move these round. Let's have a look. Got those flaps. Yep, so there's flaps to hide his hand away. So it looks like this neck then pegs in to his we do it this way. Peg those in. We can kind of move these around. Like so. And we'll probably move these crocodile legs out. Let's see, now there's a oh, it's alright, it's on a ball joint. So they pop round. Good golly. Let's see, yeah, so there's lots going on here, so I think we just have to kind of I think the last Mech Fans Toys style figure I got was the Gold Bug, which the plastic quality is vastly improved since then, but that is going back a few years. Yeah. So then we will move that round. I think we can probably flip these toes. Sorry. You can't actually see the thing that I'm doing, but honestly, I think if you've ever transformed a Skullcruncher, if you've ever transformed a Dinobot, then you'll figure out this guy. He's not really that sophisticated in terms of transformations. So we have like so. So the only bits we're missing now are the tail. So I'm using the silver one with that shield on it. I should imagine you'd also be able to use the pink one, which would blend in a bit better. But you know, when you're a green and pink crocodile, you don't really have to bother that much with blending in. So that goes like that, and then the bottom of the gun there. This should peg in. And there we go. There is Skullcruncher in his crocodile mode. That's pretty cool. Let's see. His mouth opens. I'm not sure if there's anything we're doing wrong here, what it's getting caught on, but that gate is not quite as impressive as I'd like it to be. Maybe we move the... Oh, it's definitely supposed to be the top of the head. So yeah, that's about as far as he opens. Those red eyes are pretty cool. He's got, you know, plenty of articulation there at the head. Can wave his hands around. Again, that waist rotation is still there. There's some movement here. His legs can unfold and become more frog-like. And you can kind of waggle that tail a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's very basic. You can see here, they have gone more for the Titan's Return look. It's more sleeker kind of design, rather than my old Dusty Boy here from my childhood, which is just a big chunky G1 guy, which I would have preferred. Let's be honest, that's what I would have preferred. But he's all right. He's not particularly anything to write home about. He's just the legend scale crocodile man. Doesn't, you know, obviously doesn't quite pop the same as this guy. Doesn't wow me the same as this guy, but you know, that's going to be hard to beat. Obviously this guy is a big chunk of just robot, but the crocodile mode on this guy is very lacking. He's like that very small head. He does have a flap here that probably someone with fingernails could be able to get out. We do have a spodger. We might be able to spodge this open. Even the spodger is struggling here to get this But yeah, this bit is supposed to open up here in his back. I can see the hinge, but we cannot. Crocodile shoes. Oh, it almost opened for a bit of Jimmy Nail. Crocodile shoes. Yep. So that opens up, and then his little man, wherever he's gone, get in there and rattle around a bit. I'm not going to close that because if I do, you know, I'll probably never get it open again and lose his head. Yeah, he's very long, isn't he, in Crocodile mode there? But I think he's someone I'd probably keep in robot mode, this guy. I don't tend to keep some of the other ones in Crocodile mode. As much as I do kind of like this steer and stuff like that, I think this guy does display better in robot mode. But that's it. That's my look at Vecma Wolfman. Really? Wolfman? Be sure to join me next time. There'll be more Transformers and more other stuff going on. Until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, Pisto! Fisto!